Welcome to the Vacation Rental Show, How We Grow. This is your essential playbook to grow and scale your vacation rental business. With advice and insights from the best in the biz, I'm your host, Lynell Gordon.
Welcome to the Vacation Rental Show, the show for vacation rental pros who want to scale smarter. I'm your host, Lynell Gordon, and today we're diving into one of the most important and most misunderstood aspects of our business, revenue. But not just nightly rates. We're talking about smarter strategies for 2025, the new rules of revenue. In this compilation episode, you'll hear from operators and advocates who are seeing revenue in a whole new light. We're going to break it down into three big ideas: pricing smarts, ancillary revenue, and advocacy ROI. Let's kick things off with a conversation around minimum stay strategies. For years, many of us stuck to the tried and true Saturday to Saturday model. But Bryant Loy started testing shorter windows, and the results might surprise you.
If everyone in your market has a strict length of stay, it's 7 nights, or maybe it's 2 weeks for certain markets, and it's not regulated. But if you have the ability to be a disruptor and be the one company that can offer, or one of a few companies that can offer a 3-night and a 4-night, or even just 2-3 nights that equal more than that 7-night stay, because you're getting people to pay that additional per night rate, it's good. It's good. And it's good for you as a company because you're getting double fees on all of those reservations as well.
It's not just about length. It's about maximizing flexibility to meet guest demand. The data is in. Fewer nights doesn't always mean fewer dollars. And here's the key insight from our revenue management experts at RevMax on how the market has changed.
One thing that helps PMs get from point A to point B, they have to change. They have to adapt. They have to do things differently. And not so much differently than the industry, but different against ourselves. So if we weren't marketing before, we need to market now. If we weren't on distribution channels before, your Verbos, your Airbnbs, your Booking.coms, your Expedias, all of the brands, all of the major channels, might be a time to start entertaining those shelves for your product.
Now, let's talk upsells. If you've ever questioned whether early check-in or late checkout is worth it, this story from Francois Gouelo might just make you change your mind.
I had a client sell an early check-in for $650 on an $800 nightly reservation in Aspen, Colorado. I was shocked. I tried to understand it, so I called the client and I asked him, how did you manage to sell a record 3 or 4 hour early check-in for basically the price of the night? And that client told me, well, the guest arrived in Aspen and we just gave him an extra half a day to go ski. So you bet they'll pay an extra $650 to enjoy that entire afternoon.
It's not just about add-ons. It's about identifying what guests are already willing to pay more for and building systems to deliver it seamlessly. Now here's Desiree Garcia on a revenue strategy shift that not only boosts income, but also guest satisfaction.
So this is where we challenge property managers to look at policy, to look at, if I just know, let's use the scenario, my household just got laid off. I cannot book this vacation in 6 months because I don't know if I'm coming. I don't know for sure. So how do we make the purchase okay in advance? The other piece is also, if it's not price, can we do a value add? What kind of value adds can we bring to the customer?
How We Grow has partnered with Lynell Gordon to bring the vacation rentals market custom protection products built for the needs of the vacation rental industry. Enjoy complete protection for both your travelers and your owners via the industry's leading travel, damage, and liability protection products. Learn more about the travel tech industry's most advanced travel and damage protection platform and API at rentalguardian.com.
That's a powerful takeaway, thinking beyond discounts. Desiree's strategy focuses on removing barriers and adding real value.
We did a test and we did this on the West Coast and the East Coast in the luxury market. And we said, we did the 25% off. It didn't really move the needle. We gave up to a $250 cleaning fee, which is less than 25% off, mind you, and sold like hotcakes. And we're like, wow, like the same offers, if you go to the deals page, they're right next to each other. 25% off meant more cash in their pocket. They took the cleaning fee.
Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. There's a kind of revenue protection that doesn't show up in your PMS, advocacy, and nobody speaks to the financial impact of regulatory defense better than Scott Leggat.
Every property manager needs to make advocacy a part of their business and part of their business plan. One of the things that I think is the most common denominator I find when people call me and the regulation has been proposed in their town is that they're almost always too late because the process already has momentum going in one direction and they have to stop and form an organization, form an alliance, form a board, raise money, build a campaign. And that's a lot of hard work and it's hard to do in the minute. So being part of a local alliance prior to anything hitting your community is so important because then you'll be armed for when it happens. I'm fond of saying if it hasn't happened yet, expect it to, because this regulation in our industry is not slowing down. It's increasing pace every year.
Think about that. The cost of doing nothing is often higher than the cost of showing up early. Advocacy isn't just political. It's a business strategy. And here's one more example from David Krause of Rent Responsibly on how small contributions can build powerful protections.
So the Right to Rent Collaborative is a 501c6 trade association dedicated to ensuring that vacation rental advocacy is well funded. The program is a opt-in $2 per completed reservation donation. So you sign up and ultimately the $2 per completed reservation will automatically get put into the Right to Rent Collaborative organization, at which point it will then make its way into the different state groups, local, and certainly building new state groups, and also consistent, reliable funding for existing statewide associations. Your guest is ultimately paying that $2. No guest, no $2. So there's really an element here where there's an elegance to a system that can ultimately help you.
That's advocacy with a real ROI. A few dollars today could save your entire business model tomorrow. From rate strategies to regulation defenses, today's smartest revenue moves are about more than math. They're about mindset. You've just heard how revenue isn't just what's booked. It's what's protected, what's optimized, and what is strategically added. So as you plan your next season, ask yourself, where am I leaving money on the table? And more importantly, what am I doing today to protect tomorrow's revenue? If this episode sparked new ideas, share it with a fellow property manager, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the strategies that matter the most. Until next time, stay savvy, stay sustainable, and keep growing.
This episode of How We Grow is brought to you by Rental Guardian. To find out more about how Rental Guardian can help grow your vacation rental business, visit rentalguardian.com. Make sure to search for How We Grow in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, or anywhere else podcasts are found, and hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. On behalf of the team here at Inhabit, thanks for listening.